Hi, I'm Red. Thanks
I'm
for tuning in. You're Hi, I'm Red.
Yes, you are.
And I'm Grim.
Nope.
Thank you for tuning in. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm Red.
And I'm Grim.
And we are Worth the Dram. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm Red.
And I'm Grim.
And we are Worth the Dram.
Your home for whiskey reviews, opinions that our wives don't even care about, and dad jokes. So
I wish I had a dad joke to put in right there, but...
all right, so my favorite that I've been rallying on for the past couple of days, I to be fair, I saw this in the dad joke subreddit, but I've been using it to great advantage. So I keep telling people that my oldest daughter broke into our game box, and she ate half of our Scrabble tiles.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the next diaper could spell disaster. That's a bad one.
Why am I laughing at that?
That's a terrible one.
All right, what are we talking about today?
I believe you are going to explain. Well, you're going to start off by telling us what a Scotch is.
A Scotch is this bottle right here. Just kidding. So now we're on Scotch is a distilled grain, distilled malt, bottled and aged in Scotland, hailing from a region of Scotland. There are many laws. It would take the entire episode to go through exactly what laws and everything governs a Scotch, from the distillation all the way through labeling. Suffice it to say, there are a lot of things that go into making a Scotch. There are 5 different types of Scotch. So you have single grain, single malt, blended grain, blended malt, and then just blended.
Now, I believe I heard you mention that there are regions in Scotland that determine where a Scotch hails from. There are 5 main regions. Those are the Highlands, Lowlands, Speyside, Campbellton, and Islay. So, side note, I should not have forgotten that one. My second daughter, Isla, was just born yesterday.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
We should do a shot to celebrate.
We will.
Coincidentally, it will be on camera.
So we're going to crack open a special bottle for a Father's Day special.
That's a good idea.
So, I mean, if travel restrictions ever get lifted, my parents will fly out, and then we'll have both of our dads in the same area at the same time. Hopefully we can get them on.
Yeah. Heads up, Dad.
Yeah.
So, today we're going to be talking about Johnnie Walker Black, which hails from...
It's a Speyside.
I'm glad you remember that, because I did not. So the Johnnie Walker is a blend of various single malts and single grains, all from different Scottish distilleries, all owned by Diageo, who's the overall company that owns the Johnnie Walker label. Single malt being all one type of malt, single grain being all one type of grain, and it falls under the blended category because it's all blended together. Hopefully that's fairly self-explanatory.
I mean, I got it.
Let me get some drams here.
You know, it's 3 episodes deep and we haven't explained what a dram is. So some people don't know. Among Scotch drinkers, it's pretty ubiquitous among whiskey drinkers of any kind. A dram is, technically speaking, 1/8 of an ounce, but it's kind of interchangeable with a sip of whiskey. So, that being said, like, the name of our channel might make a little more sense. It's kind of a play on words, like, let's see if these whiskeys are worth a damn.
Worth a dram. Visit the Devil's Batch Part 1 for maybe some slips of the tongue.
Yeah. Man, that was a good day.
That was so much fun.
So, fun fact, aquavitae, which we described as the water of life, the Pope describes as the water of life.
The Pope describes as the water of life.
The Pope. Come on,
Pope.
He was gifted a bottle of Scotch, and this was in a documentary, and it was edited out. He holds it up and he goes, the true water of life.
I mean...
Aquavitae, in the form of wine or spirits such as Scotch, used to be used in the moistening of the slurry made in gunpowder. Saltpeter, sulfur.
I think we need to ban the word moisten from the show.
I think just all forms of moist in general.
Moist.
I know one person in particular who hates the term moist. You pour much deeper glasses than I do. I'm going to have to get on your level.
We're good. This is going to be a good episode.
They're all going to be good.
I mean, they're all good.
Well, no. The episodes, hopefully all the episodes are good. We're going to come across some bad whiskeys.
Well, for sure, but...
Yeah.
We'll
I mean,
just power
speaking of
through.
which, so John Walker was born in 1805. He started blending other distilleries' whiskeys. Single malts, blended malts. He started making made-to-order whiskeys and just selling those to the people. And eventually he started basically branding his own blends as Walker's Kilmarnock whiskey.
Kilmarnock, huh?
Yeah. It could be Kilmarnock.
Kilmarnock.
The spelling right here.
It's fun to say. Kilmarnock.
If my New England background it lends anything to experience, then you gotta just kind of roll through the syllables.
Just keep going with it.
And it should be Kilmarnock.
Kilmarnock.
Yeah.
God, it is fun to say.
I believe so. Anyway, so over the course of the 19th century, after John Walker died, his sons picked up the mantle and eventually took their three most popular blends and started labeling as the white label, red label, and black label. The black label we have today.
Yeah, for sure. We'll know. We did skip over the red label.
White label we haven't tried. Red label, I don't like it. If you ask me for a number today, it's going to be a 3, and that's being generous because it's been about 10 years since I've tried the red label.
That is a very strong stance, sir.
Maybe 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Like John Walker makes good stuff.
They do.
But the red label, I've never liked the red label.
No?
Never.
I've never had the black, so this is going to be a first.
Well, hey, I'm ready if you are.
I mean, let's put our noses in this
So smoke,
right off the bat.
immediate, and it's a nice smoke.
It's not like you can get like acrid smoke. It's not like
yeah.
it's not like sticking your face in a campfire. It's just more of a
Yeah.
undertone of smoke. Like if you had a Smokey Cologne.
Actually, it's just a good smoky Scotch.
I think we need to come up with all right, this channel takes off. We're going to start coming up with our own line of colognes, and the first one's going to be called Smokey Cologne. Either that, or we're going to start coming up with different characters, and Smokey Cologne's going to show up every time we do a Scotch episode.
Who are we gonna hire to act out Smokey Cologne?
I don't know. I just think maybe one of us changes costumes and comes in.
It's just a different hat. For
Oh,
you.
aye! This is the weeds that I'm a Scotch.
We're gonna do it again, huh?
You want to get into Braveheart again?
I really don't.
I'm not supposed to taste this yet.
We can taste it right now. Go ahead.
Definitely smoke.
Yep.
First impression.
Oh yeah.
But then almost like it happens a lot to me. First drink of Scotch, any smoked Scotch, almost, and you can tell me I'm crazy, almost leathery, like an undercurrent of leather smell.
I could.
Does
see
that
it.
make sense?
Yeah. Well,
Like not.
I could taste it. Can you see why kids love to taste it? Whoa, no. Let's not infringe on any copyrights.
No. Please drink responsibly and be of proper age as well.
Third episode.
We
could have started with
we
that.
haven't said please drink responsibly yet.
All right. So every 3 or 4 episodes,
we'll have to say it, and then we'll have to add it to the description of every episode just to cover our bases.
Once again, your wife has us. She's got our back.
That's awesome. Anyway, undercurrent of leather almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So, by their tasting notes, we were expecting hints of dark fruits. It's not up front. It doesn't pop right out.
No.
However, say the word dark fruit.
Dark fruit.
Can you start to taste it?
Oh, I'm going to have to take another drink.
Because I was going to say that I didn't taste it at all, and then I said dark fruit.
You're just trying to make me repeat dark fruit.
There are hundreds of
You know
other
what?
phrases I would try
You
to
know
get
what?
you to say before
A little
dark
bit.
fruit. Yeah?
A little bit. I don't necessarily get fruitiness so much as maybe just like a little undercurrent of sweetness.
It's not the fruitiness. It definitely has like a little sweetness on the aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's not a fruitiness. It's like that crisp feel that you get from like a grape skin. Or not. I'm not trying to. I don't have to convince you. I mean, I think you said two episodes ago.
I just lost myself on my own tongue, and I hope.
So the smokiness doesn't go. Like it's pretty persistent.
Yeah, it stays.
Yep. It's got a very, I want to say like a medium to long finish because I've lost track of when I took my last sip, but it's definitely still on my palate.
It lingers for a little bit.
Yep.
And then I get what you're saying though about the crispness. Crisp fruit.
Yep. So it's not like a fruity flavor.
Yeah.
It's like you mentioned a couple episodes, the first episode. It's what it reminds you of.
Yeah.
And it's that burst of air and juice. It's that burst of like air and juice when you bite into a fruit.
I'll let that one slide. But no, yeah, it definitely lingers.
Yep.
Hints of sweetness, but yeah, it just smokes riding throughout.
Yep. And it's not bad. Like
no.
It's a smoke flavor that I would like to persist.
Yeah.
Like it lets me know this is absolutely what I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you definitely know you're drinking Scotch.
The logo thing. Yep.
So I poured 2 glasses each. I'm not sure. I know we explained it in the first episode.
Yeah.
But this may be some people's first episode tuning in. So multiple schools of thought when you drink whiskey neat. One is to drink it, pour it, drink it right away. One is to pour it, let it aerate for a little bit, and then see if there's any changes in the flavor profile.
Which so far we have noticed.
Definitely, for sure.
2 episodes in a row. There are wild changes between the first pour and the second pour.
Yeah. So as we've been sitting here talking through all the things we've been talking through, we've been letting these second glasses sit and I'm going to say age in the glass for a little bit.
I think whiskey aficionados say breathe.
Breathe. But I like to call it aging. So
whiskey doesn't age out of the barrel. You know that. Actually, so
I do know that.
Yeah. So Rainbow Star, the more you know, whiskey stops aging the minute you take it out of the barrel.
Yeah.
So you could find a 30-year-old bottle of whiskey. It could still be a 12-year blend because it spent 12 years in the barrel.
Yeah, for sure. And going back talking about whiskey just in general has to spend not Scotch. We're off of Scotch right now. I know this is the Scotch episode, but whiskey in general just has to spend some amount of time in an oak barrel or in a wood barrel.
Yeah.
So you could theoretically age something for 5 minutes, put it in a bottle, hide that bottle for 30 years, but it's still a 5-minute whiskey.
Yeah. That's going to taste like a moonshine that was shipped next to a truck full of burnt wood.
We'll have to find one of these. Funny, actually, that's what reminded me of it. We're going to cut all of this, so it doesn't matter. Pabst Blue Ribbon came out with a Pabst whiskey, aged 5 minutes in oak barrels.
Are you fudging numbers? Or?
I am not fudging numbers. This is off of memory, so I may not be entirely correct, but I'm not wrong.
All right, so but it's a real story.
But it's a real story.
Okay.
It's like Pabst. It's Pabst whiskey. Anyway, it's like they've poured it through an oak barrel, caught it in the other end, and put it in a barrel or put it in a bottle and said, "Here you go."
That's gonna be one hip whiskey.
We're gonna have to find it and try it.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you see that one when it comes out.
So, on the nose.
Still get smoke.
Yeah.
Not as, and it wasn't aggressive smoke before.
No, but it's
even
actually
less so now.
Yeah. So it's to give you an idea. The first smoke scent that we got was, if it's the equivalent of approaching a campfire as it's smoldering. This is more like, like smelling somebody's backyard fire 3 or 4 houses down.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is I think, and it may be just because this is now the second glass, and I'm feeling it a little bit. But I almost pick up a little bit more oakiness, like oak in particular.
Oh yeah. So
Go for it.
that oak wood specifically.
Yeah.
Like now that you mention it,
And I get that.
that jumps out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just oak. I spent all day smoking ribs in a combination of oak and cherry wood, and so this reminds me of smoking ribs.
So oak is one of
With
the
that
only,
oak wood.
oak chips are one of the only woods that I will smoke
Yeah.
with. So secret for white meats, so porks, chickens, oak and coke. You let your oak chips soak in Coca-Cola
In
for about
Coca-Cola.
half an hour while you let your smoker come to heat.
Do not recommend that if you use a pellet grill.
Oh
Do
no,
not
yeah.
pre-soak your pellets.
Nope, gotta be pure wood chips.
PSA.
Yeah. I'm gonna get into this.
I'm gonna beat you to it.
It's not fair. Just because you make me laugh.
Okay, that glass didn't count. I didn't taste any of that because I was laughing and drinking at the same time.
Well, when you taste this one,
It had like an ominous.
you were supposed to take a
When you
sip.
taste this one.
Yeah, you're supposed to take a sip, and then I was gonna finish the joke, which I've forgotten at this point. Anyway, so that medium to long finish now feels like a short to medium finish.
Yeah, it definitely fades a little bit quicker.
Yep. That fruitiness that I had before is gone.
Yeah, I'm looking for vanilla, and I don't. Maybe a hint.
I haven't gotten that
right
all.
at the tail end. Maybe, and it may just be me imagining it. Right at the end, right? I mean, right now it's oak, smoke, oak and smoke, no coke, poke. This is going to become the Dr. Seuss episode.
If I were to make a recommendation for Black Label, let it rest.
I agree.
So I like the flavor a lot after it's rested. I liked it before. I feel like if you were to ask me to rate this twice on the first glass and the second glass, I'd get different numbers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd give it different numbers, but I definitely prefer it after it's been sitting for a minute.
Yep.
What'll be interesting to see as we go do different scotches is, or smoked scotches in particular, because not all scotches have the smoke flavor. There are several that don't. We'll definitely get into those. But I wonder if we find that with all the more we get into smoked scotches,
Yeah.
if we find that letting it rest, we prefer it. You know, you and I prefer it more. Whereas somebody, on the other side of the camera there might prefer it more right out of the bottle. But it'll be interesting to see, and stay tuned.
Yeah. So, I mean, I personally don't mix scotches, but that's just because I'm less familiar with Scotch-centric cocktails, like a highball.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Giraffe walks into a bar, says, "Hey, the highballs are on me." We did say this is the channel for dad jokes. But funny, highball would do well with this, I think, for sure, if you wanted to mix it with something.
So, I've seen highballs made two ways. You can use club soda. I've seen it made with ginger ale.
I have also seen two highballs. I should have prefaced that with, I was helping my dad on a ladder once.
I did not see that coming. I thought you were just making a comment. That was good. That was good. We're worth the dram.
I'm reminding you to drink responsibly.
We're not ending yet. I was
No.
just plugging the channel. So, I'd mentioned earlier, if you were to ask me between the two glasses, I would have gone with a 5 for the first glass. Black Label is an excellent scotch. Obviously, we've had better.
Oh, yeah.
We've had worse. And that kind of leads it to fall kind of right in the middle.
Yeah.
Second class, letting it rest, I give it a 6.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's going to be, that's my final answer.
Final answer.
I'm going to say 6.
Locking it in.
Yep. I didn't even ask the audience.
You know, you said, you know, we've tasted better. It reminded me of the Odyssey.
Let's get into the Odyssey. Huh?
I mean, we should have started with Johnnie Walker Odyssey. We should just started with $1,000 bottle.
Just one episode.
Just bam. Here we go.
Here was our whole budget.
Bushmills, Maker's Mark, Odyssey, which I would think I would give it 10. But
you know, I would not give it a 10.
No?
No. Typical MSRP is about $1,000. It was very, very good.
Yeah,
I wouldn't spend $1,000 on that again.
I'll give you that.
Costco had it for $600, and I should have bought it.
Yeah,
Because that would have been a good special occasion scotch.
yeah.
One bottle, I didn't grab it.
No.
However, Black Label fits the bill for an everyday scotch.
So maybe I should get back to rating it instead of
Oh,
going
yeah.
off on a tangent.
Sorry,
But
that went wild.
no, for me, and this is gonna sound like I rated Bushmills a 5, Maker's Mark a 5. I think I would also rate it a 5.
Yeah.
Just across the board though, just a straight 5 for me.
Okay.
For me, Johnnie Walker Black, that's a benchmark scotch. Like, here's a scotch, you come in, it's very well priced, I think, for what you're getting.
Between $20 and $25.
Yeah, I think it was 25.
Granted, I mean, we are in Arizona,
25-ish.
so it's gonna vary a
It
little
varies
bit.
wherever you're at, maybe 25 to 30.
I've seen higher prices on the East Coast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, especially, we won't get into that. But, no, for what you're getting for the price, I think it's a good baseline scotch. I mean,
Clock's a ticking.
it is ticking.
So for a
We
combined
just
score of
tangented crazy.
5.5.
5.5?
Yeah.
5.5.
Yeah. It's a great starter scotch. You know, we will be getting into other scotches later in the
We
channel.
will, for sure.
We may rate lower, we may rate higher.
Yeah.
That was what the 101 episodes before.
Yeah.
You know, let's get all the textbook stuff out of the way and just start with some well-known spirits. And
Yeah.
now, you know, we've fulfilled our obligations. We can kind of go off the
We're going to
rails
jump
from
into
here.
some wild stuff.
Yeah.
Worth a Dram gone wild.
So check out our other channel.
Worth a Dram gone wild. Comment down below. What would you like to see on Worth a Dram After Dark?
Oh my God! Don't do that.
Keep in mind, kids are also... No. Kids are not...
We had a perfect take, and I didn't have to edit anything. And then you were like, "Let's talk about children."
Okay. All right.
So, that all being said, thank you for tuning in. We've completed our 101 episodes, and now we're just going to be doing whatever the hell we want to do.
So many crazy things coming down the pipe.
I am Grim,
I'm Red,
and this is Worth the Dram.
reminding you that however you drink your whiskey, that's the right way.